Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Leo B. the Lion coming at you again with another vlog video, of my eclectic topics, of my joke topics, of my fun topics. And I'm just sitting here in traffic trying to go pick up my son from school today. And it's Friday, TGIF. And I just want to talk about the upcoming weekend. Sunfest is in town, but it's cloudy with a chance of meatballs. So, if you don't want the rain to affect you, there's no rain checks at Sunfest. So get out there with a poncho, get out there with an umbrella. I'm not going to go there. I'm actually going to the Marlins game tomorrow night, and that's going to be fun. I'm surprised, though, on Saturday night they wouldn't have any little promotions or little concert series. Maybe that's later in the day, like a summer concert series on Saturday nights. But go Marlins. They're playing the Mariners. I'm looking forward to it. Gonna take lots of pictures, and it's gonna be a fun time. So I'm really looking forward to the Marlins game. Also, I'm looking forward to spending the evening with my son. That's really that's my fun Friday nights. If Valentino is with me, we're having fun. We're doing something. We're practicing soccer, football, basketball. We're breaking a sweat. We're outside exercising, or if it's rainy, we're inside watching Bluey or doing something fun. It's just fun. And so I just want to talk about that for a second. Spending time with the people that you care about is awesome. Even though that's obvious, we just got to keep talking about it. But the one thing I hate about is when people just, I don't know. I take that back. I'm just having fun. I just like talking. And I want to be on TV. I really want to be doing things, and I want to be in front of a camera. So I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep posting these videos, and I can talk about anything. If anybody wants to be interviewed, contact me. I will get in touch with you when I have some time. We could set up a Zoom interview. We could record the Zoom interview. I just want to tell people stories. I just want to tell stories. One story that I had when I was younger, and I think it deals with my trust issues that I have now during the day. And I'm going to keep it real. If you ask for the honest opinion, I'm going to give you the honest opinion about how I feel on a topic. But I'm just not going to give you my opinion all the time if you don't ask. So when I was young, maybe 8, I always had older friends. So I had older friends in the neighborhood, and they were probably 11. One kid named Steven and another kid named Shane or John something, but it wasn't my boy John DiStefano. It was another guy named John. And so Steven Richardson lived diagonal from me, and I looked up to them because I was 8 years old. They were 11 years old, and I thought to myself, I want them to like me. I want them to really be, I want to be friends with them. I looked up to them. And what kid doesn't look up to the bigger kids in the neighborhood? Or what kid doesn't look up to their big brother or sister? Or what person doesn't look up to somebody that's in their group that's older than them? So they were like, Leo, do you want to spend the night at my house? And I had never spent the night at somebody's house in the neighborhood before. And so I was so excited. I went over to my house, because I lived diagonal from Steven's house. I went over to my house, and I begged my mom, can I spend the night at Steven's? I'll be careful. I'll be safe. I'll go to bed early, blah, 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 which way to say, can I go to Steven's house? Can I spend the night? And so she finally said yes. And so I got so excited, and I went over to Steven's house, and he was like, and I said, hey, Steven, my mom said I could sleep over your house. And he was like, Leo, I don't want you to sleep over. I was just joking. And he laughed in my face. And I basically, as an 8-year-old, cussed him out in which way I know that 8-year-olds, I didn't know how to cuss back then, but I was basically started crying and yelling at him how could you do this to me? I asked my mom, and it really messed with my trust from back in the day. And so I think that's where I get some of my trust issues from, is that, because it's always hard, because as a kid, when you're so excited for something and then you get let down, that sticks with you. So it stuck with me throughout my whole life. And I still think about that sometimes when people are being honest with me. So, and I would hate to lie or pull the wool over somebody else's eyes. So I try to be as honest and real as I can. And so I just wanted to share that story. I have a lot of other stories to tell, but I just wanted to share that story just to let people know that, you know, things happen and you try to get over it, but trust involves being vulnerable, and vulnerability is something that a lot of people don't want to feel. And so you have to, that's why it's hard to trust in a space that's unsafe. So you need a safe space to be able to trust. And it takes time to build up that trust, but it can be lost in an instant. So I just wanted to throw that out there for everybody, you know, show the softer side of Sears, if you will. That's a dated reference. You'll find that I have a lot of dated references because I know, because I was a child of the 90s. I know a lot of commercials from the 90s. I know a lot of jingles that stuck with me. I got a Weird Al Yankovic type of affinity where I can make up jingles in my song. Like, for instance, when there's a Christmas song that says, Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. And you know what I say? How can you spell Leo if there's Noel? And I do that for a lot of different songs. I come up with my own jingles. And I just want to just share it because I feel like sharing and just being real. So if you like this video, please like, comment on it if you've had similar experiences as a kid where your trust got messed up, or you thought somebody was your friend and they really didn't care about you, and how you've grown about it and how you've grown out of it. So, and also, please, if you could like my videos and subscribe, that would be awesome. If not, then that's cool too. But have a great day, everybody. I just love myself and I just wanted to talk. It's just to talk. Like, I literally could talk about everything. So let's talk about inflation. So Joe Biden says that he doesn't want to forgive student loans because it might cause more inflation because people will be spending like crazy after that. But then they had an article on a financial website, I forget what it was, that they tested it and they said that if they did forgive all the student loans, inflation would go up by 0.1 to 0.5%. So 10 to 50 basis points. And I was like, okay, it's gone up 8.25 points since last year. And so another 0.5%, another 0.25% isn't going to be the thing that breaks the camel's back. So I think you can forgive student loans. And the people that said, oh, but you shouldn't get your loans forgiven, just because somebody else gets an extra exception doesn't mean that, you know, just because you didn't do it doesn't mean you shouldn't want it for everybody else. Because when more people have money, when more middle class people have money, you're going to have more money. Do you own a business? Or do you work somewhere? When more people have money, you'll be able to, it'll get put into the economy. So your job will be better. The economy will be better. So let's go ahead and do those inflations. And also, I just want to talk about sports. So let's talk about sports. Sports being the NBA playoffs are on right now. And I really think it's going to be the Heat and the Warriors in the NBA Finals this year. Why do I think the Heat and the Warriors? Because I think that the Heat can match up well with any Eastern Conference team. Can really, and they have a deep bench. They have a lot of shooters, and can really match up. If they stay healthy, if Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo stay healthy, they'll be able to beat 76ers, and then either the Bucks or Boston, and they'll get to the finals. And as for the Warriors side, I think the Warriors are back. Like, I think they're in rare form. They're in their championship form. They have their core three, Draymond, Clay, and Steph, and they're going to be cooking it up in the Western Conference. Every other Western Conference team has kind of shown issues, has kind of shown weaknesses, but actually the Warriors have been kicking butt. So let's just go with that prediction that the Warriors and the doggone Heat are going to make it to the NBA Finals. So that concludes my story time today. I'm going to just keep on driving to pick up my son. Traffic on Fridays are always the worst. I don't know why. It's like everybody forgets how to drive, 1. 2, you let people in when you shouldn't let people in. Like, if it's not at a red light, you shouldn't be stopping to let people like get through onto the medians, because then that holds everybody up. So, and the people that are trying to get in, y'all should go down to the intersections. And people that are trying to jaywalk, y'all should go down to the intersections, because it's safer, 1, and 2, y'all are messing up the traffic. Have a great day, everybody. And hey, if you like me, subscribe. If you don't subscribe. But comment, do something. I like to talk. Tell me why I'm wrong, and we can have a little debate. I'm not going to argue with you, but just have a great day, everybody. Bye.